So much to go over right now. Let's get right into it with the power panel. Jim Thorne is back, Alli McCartney and Danielle DiMartino Booth. Daniel, when I said over here, you were laughing. The dot plot is so amazing because you've got this one little dot over here like the island of misfit toys, and everyone else is over here. What's going on?
Okay, it's day one of school, Charles. You go onto the playground and you're the biggest bully in the world. That's exactly what this is. He was like, nope. I see it south of 3%, 2.875 by the end of 2025. You're not even trying to have a discussion around the table. You're just like, it's my way or the highway. And that is not a way to engender even the beginning of trying to fit into this committee for, 4 whole months while you keep your chair in the administration warm. This is not a good look. These are very bad optics for Myron.
Alli, it feels like, it felt like Waller and Bowman would, certainly be on the same page academically. Yeah. Right. So, you hate to think that personalities, politics, and any of that stuff would interfere with the Fed, but it's a reality that everyone sort of has to accept these days, that politics has always been part of the Fed, but it's more out in the open right now.
It is increasingly a reality. This is, and I will let Danielle talk about it, the author of Fed Up here. This is a shocking result. It is a level, as we said over there, of unification and backing Powell that is probably going to anger the White House significantly. If you look at it, I said the most interesting thing to me that jumped off the page is that somehow, even though we have gotten since the June SEP extremely weak concerning data on the employment front, the only thing that's gone down here is the Fed funds rate, and the employment has either basically stayed the same or gone down for 2026. And so I just turned to Danielle and said, how is that even possible?
Right. They went from 4.5 to 4.4 after those revisions and after all the stuff that's in the pipeline.
Lost 1 million jobs over a year. So.
They have blind and bludgeoned, and they've got all the Fed staffers locked in the basement right now because they're losing their minds that they have the unemployment rate falling next year.
So let me ask you, Jim, because in your note you said some infighting is good. Is this good? Is this beyond? Can it be too much of a good thing?
It's the beginning of a new era, and when I look at the dot plots, I remember Stanley Fischer talking about them, rest in peace, and talking about this is junk. This is absolute junk. It's an embarrassment. We have the preeminent economic institution of the world acting like a bunch of children. And it's an absolute embarrassment, and they should be ashamed of themselves, as far as I'm concerned. It's a joke.
What about, we got 30 seconds, the new Fed? There's going to be a new Fed at some point. We'll see how many people can be appointed by President Trump, but how will that contrast to what we have right now?
I'm sorry, but Bloomberg broke a story that in 2007, Bessent also had 2 primary mortgages written down. So we'll see what the Supreme Court decides about Lisa Cook. The only person Trump may end up replacing is Myron at the end of, and by the way, Waller's just probably come out of the running by not dissenting today.
Sure. And you believe that as well, Jim?
What's the old adage about, what is it, FAFO?
Right.
Right?
All right.